Now that we know how to create Python expressions, in this video I'd like to go over some quick examples of where we should be using Python expressions and where we shouldn't. Now it's important to remember that Python evaluates a lot more slowly than HScript. So where we want to use Python is in places where there's very complicated logic that isn't going to be run very many times. Python can be very readable and easy to implement, but you have to remember that it runs very slowly. So to that end, I have this little stress test here to show you guys. So first we just have this sphere, and the frequency is set to 40, so it's pretty dense. If I go to wireframe mode, you can see how dense the mesh is. And then if I middle mouse on it, you can see it's 32,000 polygons, so it's a little bit heavy. So the first thing is, and this is the fastest alternative, we have this VOPSOP here. If we go inside, it's just a turbulent noise, and then it converts it to a vector, and then that pipes into the color. And then I just have $T here as the offset. So if we play that, it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast and smooth, it's almost real time. Now let's compare that to HScript. So now I'm just using an HScript expression, and it's the same thing, it's just noise with a time offset. And if we play that, it's a little bit slower. You can kind of see the choppiness now. And then if we try Python, so this is just our who.hmath.noise1d with the lvar functions getting the positions of the points, and then who.time as the fourth component. If we hit play now, notice how slowly my toolbar is, or my play bar is going. So it's a lot slower. It's at least twice as slow as HScript, and compared to VOPS, there's just not even a comparison. Now do note that this is actually running pretty fast. So you might be wondering, well, should we ever use Python expressions on geometry? And the answer is, well, it depends on the situation. If it's something that you can't do in HScript, or it's going to be very difficult and complicated to do in HScript, then you probably shouldn't be using, or you probably should be using Python if it's going to be a lot more readable. But just make sure that you're not adding hours and hours and hours onto your render time per frame.